Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a little story time video as well as trying out a couple drugstore products. I am down here in my dining room. The lighting is not the best. I'm not in love with the lighting in this video. Kind of have a shadow and then brightness from the window. But our bathrooms are still under construction. My room is a disaster, like just with tools and work stuff and just so I had to move my makeup down here, else it would have been covered in like drywall dust and all of that. So this is where I'm filming right now, but make do, make it happen. So I have a couple products from the director to try, doing this look, getting ready, and a little story time on my vehicle and just the craziness that's been going on with that. So if you guys want to see the products that I try out, this look, and hear my vehicle problems, then just keep watching. Alright, I'm going to start off with my Wet n Wild foundation. I have been loving this and using it. Whenever I use foundation, I'm reaching for this one. I just love the finish on it. Today is like the first day I feel like I've had in a couple weeks to myself. The last few weeks we've had the plumbers here fixing our washrooms, so I'll definitely give you guys a little vlog of that and show you how the bathrooms turned out in another video. Yeah, they did a beautiful job, and it's just nice to have newer bathrooms. We had original bathrooms from the 70s and they were just looking really bad and needed to be done desperately. So I can't wait to show you guys the finished product that we're still kind of working on installing, like the vanities and the flooring and trim and stuff, but the shower and tub are done, and actually the flooring is done in both. So just little finishings on them. For my concealer, I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Light. Alright, so let's start with the story on my vehicle. We were not planning on getting a new vehicle, but situations arose which were out of our control that kind of forced us into the situation. So I was driving my son to his basketball camp last month, and actually this is not part of this car story, but I was in the car and it's kind of a funny story, so thought I would tell you guys. And I had the windows down. It was really hot that day, and I had the windows down and I felt something kind of like fly into my hair, and I was thinking it was just a leaf or some kind of debris. They were doing work on the road. And so I just kind of went to brush it out of my hair, and then I started feeling this immense stinging and burning, and looked down on my hand and it was a bee. And I saw the stinger in my arm and my thumb just started throbbing and burning. Like, I haven't been stung by a bee since I was little, so I didn't remember how intense the pain got. And I'm trying to drive and I'm like swearing and almost in tears from the pain. Luckily my son had his water bottle for basketball, so I just kind of poured some water on my hand as we were at a stoplight to just kind of alleviate a little bit of the burn. It was insane. I still kind of have like a little dot on my hand from like a month ago. The swelling in that went down, and then like a couple days later it just started getting so itchy and swollen again. And honeybees are no joke when it comes to their sting. Contour, I'm just gonna go in with my NYX Wonder Stick. I just love using this out of the convenience that it's in a stick and it just blends on really smoothly. So that same night we go to my sister and brother-in-law's. I don't know if it was for a birthday party or if we were just going there that night. And we're going to leave. So I turned my vehicle on. Luckily my husband came there after he was finishing work. So it wasn't for a birthday party. We just went there. I go to turn my vehicle on, turns on fine and that, but on the Land Rovers and Range Rovers, there's kind of like this little dial that switches your vehicle into gear, so into neutral, park, reverse, standard, drive, slow and slow. So that little dial is not lifting. It's not lifting, and the vehicle is just stuck in park. Like, you can't switch it out. There's nothing you could do. Try turning it on and off. Doesn't work. So we just decide we have to leave the vehicle there that night. So we leave it there that night and go back in the morning to try to figure this out. By some stroke of luck, the switch comes up. We're able to shift it into drive and drive it home. We're like, okay, maybe this is just a faulty one-time thing. There's so many computer electronic things in vehicles now, like they're bound to glitch, they're bound to just misfire. So we're like, whatever, cool, it's working. But I still kind of wasn't comfortable driving it, so my husband drove the vehicle to work that night and was like, it's fine, it's good, it's switching in and out. But when he went to come home that night, he put the vehicle into drive. Fine. He put it into reverse. Now this dial is up, but it's stuck, and it's stuck in reverse. It is not switching out of gear. It is stuck in reverse. I don't know what I would have done. Luckily, he was still in the parking lot of our business, so it was fine. There was no one around. It's not like he was stuck on the road in reverse. So he just kind of reversed into one of our parking spots there and shut it off. The switch, that the dial that usually comes down, didn't go down. It just stayed stuck there. So we go back the next day, nothing. Back the next day, nothing. My brother's a mechanic. Luckily, thankfully, we have hairdressers and mechanics in this family. It's awesome. Helps us out a lot. Go and check on it, nothing. He plugs it in, all these to the computer thing that you can plug your vehicle into just to diagnose it. All these things are coming up, things about the transmission, gearbox, this, that. I'm gonna go in with the Milani Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. So we're looking on the internet, we're calling Land Rover. Their best advice, like Land Rover itself, they were like, get it to a dealership. Well, we can't get it to a dealership because we are 8 hours away. We can't get this vehicle into neutral to get it onto a tow truck to flatbed it because it is stuck in reverse. So it was like crazy, calling other Land Rover dealerships. Finally, someone from Land Rover Winnipeg helped us out and just kind of gave us a step-by-step onto how to try and get it stuck out of reverse. That didn't work. We don't know. So we have to order this piece, this new gearbox piece, like a whole new panel for it. But Land Rover's telling us, like, you're gonna have to still bring it in to get this thing programmed. And it's like, oh my goodness, our warranty's up, like this is crazy. So we order the piece, and thankfully my brother can change it, changes it up, works fine. Actually, the one night that we went there, I had to go pick up my husband from work every night. So one night he just goes, like 3 or 4 days later, maybe even longer than that, he goes outside and just tries checking on the vehicle. Switches out of reverse. He turns it on, the dial comes down, then comes up again and is working. So we drive it home and we're like, how? Like, if this is not a sign, like, okay, you get this fixed, get everything going and get rid of this vehicle, I don't know what is. Like, how many chances do we get? So thankfully, like, the piece comes in and my brother can change it. get an oil change, everything's running smoothly. It is good to go. Like, nothing's coming up on the diagnostic machine that there's anything wrong. So we're like, thank you, whoever is helping us out here. So we gotta trade this vehicle in. I'm just gonna go over my contour again with a little bit from the e.l.f., a little bit of the contour from the e.l.f. palette. So I thought that I wanted like a 4Runner, a Toyota 4Runner. My brother works as a mechanic for Toyota, so he is just giving me the ins and out on what vehicles are most reliable, because I can't have this happen. I can't have a vehicle that I can't service here. It's just not feasible. We're not traveling anymore. And even if you were, like, there's just always those what ifs if you can't get there. And as much as I loved my Discovery, like, it just didn't make sense anymore. So I was looking at a 4Runner. I test drove one of those. They're kind of higher up, feel more like a truck to drive. And I liked it, but I wasn't 100% sold on it. And they are so hard to come by. Like, right now, the car industry is like the housing industry, where there is just a lack of merchandise inventory. There's a lack. So try getting one of those. Yeah, they don't lose their value, but you're paying almost the same price for a new vehicle, new 4Runner, as you would a used one, and they just were not coming in. So I test drove a Highlander and actually absolutely loved the way it drove. It felt a little bit bigger than my Land Rover and just more like a car as opposed to a truck. So I loved that. A lot more room. I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl True Blend So Flushed blush, super pigmented, in the shade Love Me. I test drove the Highlander, loved it, but then was like just so unsure, because it is such a big purchase and you have to trade your vehicle in. They have to put it into an auction and see what they can get for it. So then we test drove other vehicles and we're even more uncertain of what we wanted to do. But it just made sense for us to go with the most reliable vehicle that we could find, and also one that my brother highly recommended and is very knowledgeable working with the brand. So we went with the Toyota Highlander. So I will show you guys kind of like saying goodbye to my Land Rover, and then I will show you the new Highlander that I got. I absolutely love it. It is so smooth. All the technology in it now. I had a lot of it in my Land Rover because they're very up to date with their technology. So most of it I still have. I'm not a car person, so like I don't like have everything, all of the features memorized, but I just wanted to have like the blind spot checking, like the alert on your side mirrors, backup camera, like just there's certain little things, they almost come standard now in vehicles, so any extra to me was like fine. Like I had a moonroof in my Land Rover, so I got a sunroof in this one, which is awesome. I haven't ever had a sunroof in a vehicle before, so that's cool. And yeah, it just drives so smooth and it is so comfortable. Like the dashboard on it is smaller, so it just feels like you have a better view of the road, and I don't know, I love driving it. So I'm so glad we went with that, and now there's just peace of mind on a vehicle. Vehicles are like mini houses. They're such a huge investment and they can just be such a headache, especially if you don't have the dealership that you have your vehicle from in your city. It's 8 hours away. Like you're just SOL in that department. Okay, so I'm gonna try these. I've seen these Wet n Wild highlighters I saw them at the Superstore. And I was looking at them and then I saw them at Walmart and I think they're newer. So I got the shade I Met Someone. So it's a blush highlighter. So it'll just kind of be a topper to the CoverGirl that I put on that has a little bit of kind of sheen to it, but nothing really too sparkly. So kind of have that as a base, and then this will be like more of a highlighter blush topper over top. So yeah, I got it in the shade I Met Someone, so it's kind of like a nice gold and corally gold color. They feel really smooth and they don't have like a lot of flakiness to them. There's not like glitter. They just seem very smooth and have like a nice sheen to them. They feel very soft to the touch. So let's try this out. What am I going to use? All right, this is a little setting brush from Real Techniques. I love using this for powders and highlighters, even kind of to diffuse contour if I'm using a powder contour. So really love this brush. I want to get some more brushes from Real Techniques because they're just the bomb. I always reach for those whenever I'm doing my makeup. All right, I'm going to go in with the corally shade first. So yeah, that is the story of my vehicle, the saga of my vehicle. It's not something we were looking to do right now, but sometimes it's never the right time to do something, but you need to do it because there would have been really a lot of future headaches down the road with the Land Rover and not being able to service it here, and yeah, not having the parts. Like, it's just not a good time. It's not a good time at all. So that gives like a nice kind of smooth sheen to it. I'm seeing like corals and golds, really pretty. Okay, let's go in to the gold side. That is super nice. I think I could see myself using, I wonder if it's the window here that's like causing a reflection. I could see myself using maybe the gold side more, just because it's showing up a little bit better, I guess, as a highlighter. Like, I could see myself going in with the coral as like the blush. Okay, let's play more with the gold and just kind of, I don't usually highlight my nose, but I just want to use a little bit extra highlighter because it's actually really pretty. I have that dew going on. Like, it just looks like a nice dew. I'm gonna just kind of blend it through with the foundation brush so that it sets more into the makeup than just laying on top. I'm just going in with the Urban Decay Naked 2 Basics palette and just doing a really simple eye look for today. It's my best friend's birthday, so I'm gonna go see her. Her daughter's playing soccer with the school. My son played yesterday. It was so nice to be able to go watch them play school sports and just see them doing normal activities with their friends. It was really fun to watch. So I'm just gonna do that today, and yeah, not too much else going on. We're still kind of waiting for the regular hockey season to get up going. My youngest has some tryouts that he'll do this weekend. My older son made the volleyball team, so he's been really busy with that, with his high school volleyball team, practicing all the time, and had a game, and so proud of him. He's done so well, so that's super exciting. That we can't go in and watch, so I'm hoping they're gonna have a live stream up for us this week so that we can watch them play. All right, so I put on some eyeliner, tight lined, and curled my lashes. I don't know if you can hear my dog. She is snoring in the background. So if you hear noise, that is her snoring away. Yeah, she sounds like an old man sometimes. So I got the mascara from Essence. I got Lash Princess in Sculpted Volume. I've seen a few other YouTubers use this. I know my friend Heather Austin loves it, so I wanted to try it out. Definitely an affordable makeup line. Let's see, it takes a long time to unscrew. All right, so it's got a nice curved wand. It feels like stiff, like a nice stiff wand. I don't like those flimsy wands that are like all over the place. Not into it. So definitely a really dark mascara. I can definitely see instantly that it is a volumizing mascara because the wand is a little bit thinner at the end. You can get into the corner a little better, which is awesome. I love curling out the outside lashes more than the inside. I don't really go in too far there, but just picking up those little loose pieces on the end can really just kind of, oh, I have too much on the wand. I kind of touched my face. But just curling these little ones on the end can kind of really draw out your eye a little bit better and give you that like cat-like look. So definitely liking this mascara. It feels very thick in like a good way. Like it's not, doesn't feel drying. It feels thick and just goes through the lashes really smoothly. And you can kind of just kind of come down, like flip the wand over and just kind of close your eye on the lash, close your lash over the wand, and it just helps really get to the root of your lash line. And it's not getting dry as I go through, like with an extra coat. Sometimes you put on your mascara, it dries, and then if you try to go through it again, it just clumps right up. It is not doing that at all. All right, I'm gonna show you guys saying goodbye to my car and the new vehicle, and then I will just kind of give you my final thoughts on the products. Last time in this vehicle. Last time driving it. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Isn't this the one that I said?
No, I don't think so.
Wait, what brand is it?
All right, definitely loving the mascara. It went on smoothly, made my lashes look fuller. I like the shape of the wand, gives me more precision and control. I'll definitely have to see when I wash it off how it washes off, because that's a big thing. Some mascaras wash off horribly and I hate that. So that's part of how good a mascara is, how easily it comes off afterwards. Like you don't want it running down your face halfway during the day, but you definitely want to just be able to wash it off easily. So the volumizing mascara from L'Oreal, Voluminous, sorry, I'm brain dead, that washes off easily, so I like that. The Maybelline Sky High does not, washes off terribly, so I don't like to use it, but that So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how well the Lash Princess washes off. But love the way it looks. Love the highlighter, really smooth, gives you a nice glow, and definitely another affordable product. They have it in a few different color combinations, so I definitely might pick up maybe something that's a little bit more pink. I think they had something a little bit more plum as well. That would be nice for fall, something a little bit more plum, but love the way that looks as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and my little car story, and I have to get on my way now because I've got a full day of things to get done. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys again soon.